Hey guys, welcome back to PT Pioneer, and in today's video we're going to be comparing the NASM and ACSM certifications to see which one is best suited for your style of training. Stick around until the end of the video to get our final thoughts on which one we would recommend out of the two. If you are still deciding on certifications, head over to ptpioneer.com and take the quiz on the main homepage. There you'll be able to assess which certification would be best suited for you. If you've already decided on either of these two certifications and you are looking for other study materials, head over to traineracademy.org. They have a lot of great study materials and they offer an exam pass guarantee, so it's definitely worth checking out. You can check that out in the description. And as always guys, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe if you want to learn more on how to become a fitness professional. Now, if you've done both of those things, let's get right into the video. To start, let's take a look at some of the quick information for both the NASM and the ACSM certifications. The ACSM and the NASM certifications are both considered to be corrective exercise certifications. Both of these certifications are accredited by the NCCA. And when it comes down to study materials, the ACSM allows you to pick and choose different study materials, while the NASM limits you to specific study materials that you purchase with each package. With the cheapest option for NASM packages, this will cost $524, while ACSM will run you around $500. The NASM has a slightly higher pass rate of 64% in comparison to the ACSM, which has a 54% pass rate. When it comes to recertification, NASM does require you to recertify every 2 years, while the ACSM only requires you to recertify in every 3. Now let's move on into the focus and recognition for both of these certifications. As we previously mentioned in this video, both of these certifications have very similar focuses as corrective exercise focused certifications. Both of these certifications have an in-depth screening process for your clients in order to assess what their strengths and weaknesses are. Both the NASM and the ACSM have a strong focus on correcting muscular imbalances and how to address them with each individual client. In addition to this, ACSM is also considered a scientific body and conducts research on exercise science. Plenty of other certifications out there also reference ACSM's research in their textbooks. Additionally, ACSM also focuses on the clinical side of things in comparison to NASM. Both of these certifications are great for teaching functional training as well as corrective exercise. However, out of the two, NASM does have a stronger focus on program design with the optimum performance training model. NASM does a better job relating to personal trainers with their education materials, while ACSM focuses more on the scientific aspects of kinesiology and their application. When it comes down to the NASM, it does a better job at connecting with the personal trainer and the client, while ACSM has a stronger focus with the scientific process. However, the ACSM information doesn't get broken down into easy to understand concepts that can be applied for the personal trainer. In contrast to this, NASM does break down ACSM's research and puts it into a comprehensive progressive model that can be used for clients. For this specific reason, the NASM certification will better prepare you for training a wider variety of clients. When it comes down to recognition, the ACSM does have more of its information introduced into clinical settings or in colleges and universities that use it as part of their curriculum. When it comes to working in commercial gyms, the NASM is one of the most recognized certifications in the industry. Many of these gyms have the OPT training model as a standard for personal trainers. Both of these certifications will be able to land you a job. However, NASM is one of the certifications that most facilities prefer. As the OPT model is one of the safest ways to progress a client through various stages of training, various gyms would prefer to have this information as part of the training routine. A lot of gym owners would prefer to have this as this is a way to keep the client safe, so NASM does get a slight edge in this area. Next up, let's take a look at the study materials and the pricing for both of these certifications and their packages. For the ACSM, you do have 3 main textbooks that you have access to. The main textbook has a focus on functional training as well as a library of exercises and techniques that you would need to follow. As such, the primary textbook is the most important study material that you would need to purchase. The second textbook focuses on fitness testing and screening as well as how to prescribe various various exercises based on the results of that test. With this textbook, you will be able to understand how to create various routines for healthy individuals or individuals with various disabilities. You also have an option to purchase either a 1 or 3 day workshop in order to get more practical hands-on experience in a live setting. The 1 day workshop will cost $129, while the 3 day workshop will cost $375. Having live workshops in a practical setting are essential for anyone getting into the fitness industry, and you will certainly learn a lot more in a 3 day workshop. In addition to the materials that we previously mentioned in the video for ACSM, you can also get additional study materials over at Trainer Academy. They offer an exam pass guarantee, and you can cut down your study time in half, so it's definitely worth checking out. When it comes to the NASM study materials, they have 4 different packages that you can choose from, and each of the packages will have different materials depending on which one you choose. Starting with the self-study package, this is the most basic package that you can purchase from NASM. This comes with a digital copy of the textbook, lecture videos, and an exercise library. With this, you're also given practice exams, quizzes, as well as their official study guide. The next level above this is the premium self-study package, which also includes additional learning activities. And in addition to this, they also include flashcards as well as exam preparation webinars. The next up is the guided study, which also includes everything in the previous packages, while also giving you access to NASM coaches. Additionally, they also include discussion questions, a live workshop, as well as an exam pass guarantee. The final thing that is included in this package is the hard copy of the textbook. And the final package for the ACSM is the all-inclusive package, which includes all of the materials from the previous packages. For this package, they offer a job guarantee, as well as including the CPT development programs, as well as the Business Accelerator program. The Business Accelerator program is especially important if you do plan on starting your own personal training business. So in combination with the study materials and the additional programs, NASM does a better job in better preparing you for a final exam as a personal trainer. In contrast to this, the ACSM will be slightly more difficult if you don't have a background with exercise science, or if you do need some additional study materials. Again, you can find some of the additional materials for both of these certifications over at Trainer Academy. When it comes down to the pricing for both of the ACSM and the NASM certifications, it really depends on which one you choose. For the primary textbook for the ACSM, this will cost around $70. The second, smaller textbook will cost around $40 if you do plan on purchasing it. The third book, which includes various case studies as well as additional exam preparation, will also cost around $40. For the ACSM, you can purchase all 3 of these textbooks for $130. If you do want to purchase all 3 of the textbooks, this will cost around $135. However, the final exam and the certification will also cost an additional $300. The most cost-effective option that you can choose for ACSM is to just get the primary textbook and purchase the exam, which will normally cost around $370. If you do want to purchase the whole bundle with all the textbooks, the final exam, and some of the additional workshops, this will cost around $750. For NASM, you do have different prices for each of the various packages that you can purchase. However, we also have a discount code for PT Pioneer students. Over here on the left, you can see all of the discounts for PT Pioneer students for each of the packages that you can purchase. So when it comes down to the pricing, the ACSM does come out ahead. However, there are very few study materials that you can choose from in comparison to the NASM. Keep in mind that these are the prices at the time of recording this video, so if you do want the most up-to-date prices, check out the deals page over at ptpioneer.com. We've included the link up here in the corner for you to check out, or you can find the links in the description below. Lastly, let's take a look at the testing information and the recertification process for the NASM and the ACSM certifications. Starting with the ACSM, this has one of the most difficult personal training exams. For this certification exam, you can expect a 54% pass rate for first-time takers. For the exam itself, you can expect 120 multiple choice questions with 2.5 hours to complete the final exam. For those who don't happen to pass on the first try, you will have to pay a retest fee of $150 to take the exam again. In order to pass this exam, you will need to have a 550 score out of 800. Similar to any other certification exam, you do need to be at least 18 years old and have an up-to-date CPR AED certification. When it comes down to the NASM, you are given 6 months after you purchase one of the packages to take the final exam. For this final exam, you are given 2 hours to complete 120 multiple choice questions. As we previously mentioned, the NASM has a higher pass rate of 64% for first-time test takers. Additionally, after taking the final exam, you can expect to get your final results almost immediately after you finish. For those who don't pass on the first time, you will have to pay a retest fee of $199. Similar to the ACSM, you will have to have a CPR AED certification as well as being at least 18 years old. When it comes to the recertification, the ACSM has one of the cheapest recertification fees, starting at $30. Despite this, you will need at least 45 hours of continuing education credits, which is higher than most other certifications. For the NASM to recertify, you will need to pay a recertification fee of $99 every 2 years. An alternative to this is that if you do want to recertify for life, you will need to pay a one-time fee of $299. To get your recertification with NASM, you do need at least 20 hours of continuing education credits. Overall, when it comes to the recertification process, ACSM does come out ahead with only having to pay $30 every 3 years. When it comes to the recertification process, the ACSM does come out ahead. However, when it comes down to getting your certification for the first time, we would give that one over to NASM. So in conclusion, we would give the NASM 5 out of 5 stars, while we would give the ACSM 4 out of 5 stars. This would put the NASM as the better certification out of the two to get. Now, despite this, both of these certifications are great certifications to get, and they are both well recognized in the fitness industry. ACSM is one of the most well recognized, however, being one of the oldest and most challenging certifications that you can get, while the NASM does provide some additional study materials to better prepare you as a personal trainer. Again, if you are still choosing a certification, be sure to check out the quiz at ptpioneer.com on the main homepage. If you do want some additional study materials for either of these two certifications, be sure to check out traineracademy.org. And as always, guys, don't forget to smash the like button if you guys like this video, and subscribe if you want to see more videos on how to become a fitness professional. Lastly, leave a comment down below if you do have any questions regarding either of these two certifications. With that, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Good luck studying, and we'll see you guys in the next video.